first one is Orpheus. Orpheus brought music to the world, so we're going to hear that story. Okay, everyone in Orpheus, are you ready?
Yes, Sister Kimberly.
All right, you may begin.
Long, long ago in Greece, there was a man named Orpheus who played an excellent lyre. A lyre? What's a lyre? It's a musical instrument sort of like a harp. His music was so good that it soothed the savage beasts and even the rocks and stones were moved. Orpheus made everyone and everything really happy, and there was one person who made Orpheus really happy. Her name was Eurydice. One day, Eurydice was out frolicking in the woods when she was bitten by a snake. The snake died. Eurydice died too. Hades came and took Eurydice away to the underworld. When Orpheus heard the news, he was saddened by it so much that he hung up his lyre and stopped playing it. Orpheus, why do you no longer play your lyre? Your music was so beautiful, it could even awaken the dead. Hey, that gave me an idea. He knew that the entrance to the underworld was hidden by some rock. So Orpheus took out his lyre and went into the mountains. Then he played for all the rocks and stones and boulders. And finally, two large boulders rocked and rolled, relieving the entrance to the underworld. Orpheus stepped into the cave and found himself face to face with the three-headed dog snake. Orpheus took out his lyre and began playing. This suit Cerberus and Orpheus managed to slip by. Down, down, down through the dark and chill journey, Orpheus went his lyre till he came to the river Styx. After walking through a long tunnel, he found the eerie skeleton Karma. Once again, Orpheus began playing his lyre. Karma liked music so much that he ferried Orpheus over the river. So he ferried on over the river Styx till he came to the palace of Hades. Hades! Hades! Yeah, what do you want? I was wondering if, well... What? Spit it out! I was wondering if it actually happened. Oh, was that all? Well, no! Now beat it before I find you a place here, too! So Orpheus started to leave, but first he decided to start playing it. All right, she can come with you. Just stop playing that awful happy music. Eurydice! Wait, just one more thing. She may not speak to you. You may not look at her until you're on the outside. If you do, the deal's off. Now go. So they started their journey, the long spooky journey, and came once again to the river Styx. Over the river they started to climb back up to the top.
There's the entrance. We're almost there. If we're almost there, that'll be a good being there, right?
So Orpheus turned to get a look at Eurydice. Eurydice tried to dodge his gaze, but finally he saw her.
Eurydice!
Yes, dear! Ha! Fooled you! Now, come on, dearie, it's back to the resort. And although Orpheus continued playing his lyre for the rest of his life, all of his songs were tearjerkers, and he taught the rest of the world the sound of sadness.
And probably is one of the ones you know well already. So, is everyone ready for Pandora's box?
Yes, Miss McGinley!
Okay, do a great job.
The gods frequently waged war with the unfortunate result that all living creatures on earth had died. Zeus decided it was time to restore Earth. He sent for Prometheus and his brother Epimetheus, both titans, powerful titans who lived on earth.
Prometheus and Epimetheus, I have a task for you.
What do you need, Zeus?
Go down to earth and fashion human beings.
How will we do this?
When you arrive at earth, simply go to the river. Use the clay on the bank to create the new mortals, both human and animal. You'll find it worthwhile.
The brothers journeyed to earth and began to create many creatures and animals, as was his nature. Prometheus went slowly, and Epimetheus went faster.
Why are you so slow, brother? Look at them, the mortals I've created, and half the time it took you to make one mortal.
Good works takes time, Epimetheus. Men deserve the best.
Unfortunately, Prometheus was so slow that Epimetheus used up all the good gifts on the animals he created.
Look at the many gifts I have created. They can run fast, see far, and hear from great distances.
I have such perfect humans, but there are no gifts to give them. I must ask Zeus for help.
Prometheus went to Zeus for help.
Zeus, my people are carefully crafted, but they need warmth and a way to prepare food. Would you share the sacred fire with them?
You must think I'm a fool. Fire is for gods, not for mere mortals. Go back to your work.
Prometheus returned to Earth, but he couldn't stop thinking about the fire. He knew he'd probably be punished, but he felt responsible for the creatures he created.
I will sneak up to Olympus and steal an ember of fire. Men, be careful and never let the fire go out.
The fire kept mankind warm. Before long, men learned how to kill beasts, cook their meat. The smell of roasting meat lifted to the heavens, alerting Zeus to Prometheus' betrayal. He summoned Prometheus to his court.
You have disobeyed me and tricked me for the last time. You are to be bound and chained at the top of the Caucasus Mountains. Every day an eagle will come down from the sky and die on your liver. I have another punishment in mind for you, precious mortals.
Until this time, all mortals were men. Zeus decided it was time they had a woman and called Hephaestus to him.
Hephaestus, I want you to create a new mortal fashioned after a goddess rather than a god.
Do you have anything special in mind for him, Zeus?
You can have all the help you need in bestowing gifts on her. Just call on the other gods as you need.
This will be a worthy project. I can make a wonderful creature, Zeus.
But don't make her perfect. The mortal don't deserve perfection.
I understand, Zeus. We don't dispute.
Hephaestus called on the gods and goddesses to help in the creation of the first woman.
The goddesses have made him nearly perfect. Aphrodite has been with beauty and charm. Athena has taught Pandora cooking, weaving, and spinning. And now I must give my word to you. I will bestow the gifts of fire and sea. Great Zeus and Lord of the
Zeus called Epimetheus to his throne in Olympus.
Zeus, how can I serve?
Actually, I have a great gift for you. The gods and goddesses have fashioned a new woman to be your helping woman. Her name is Pandora, and you may take her with you on your return. This box is another great gift, but neither you nor Pandora can open it unless given my permission. Do not decide.
Epimetheus was immediately enchanted with Pandora's beauty and skills. He had finally decided to marry her.
Pandora, I don't want to share you, but Zeus has made a gift out of you to the mortals, but you will become my bride.
Fine, I will marry you. But first, I want to find out what's in the box.
Pandora, you know what Zeus said. We are never to open the box without his permission.
Okay, I'll leave it in.
Surely a little people hurt.
Before Epimetheus could stop Pandora, Pandora broke the seal and lifted the lid.
Out flew the plagues of the world: envy, greed, fear, vanity, old age, sickness, and others. Pandora closed the lid, but it was too late.
Why didn't I listen? The world is full of pain and sickness, but I closed the lid fast so hope has not escaped us.
Only hope stayed in the box, and that is why today all of mankind has hope to encounter all the challenges they face from birth to death.
Meanwhile, Prometheus continued to suffer. Many years later, Hercules passed by while on his quest for the golden apples.
Prometheus, what has happened?
Zeus is punishing me for giving fire to the mortals.
How can you punish the people?
It seems I am stuck here until someone breaks my... Chains! Chains!
I can break your chains, but first let's make sure that the eagle is along the corner.
Hercules quickly shot the eagle, known for being the strongest man in the world. Then he tore apart the chains.
How can I repay you?
Right up, man. How can I get the money?
Prometheus expressed his gratitude to Hercules by telling him not to pick the golden apples on his quest, but how to get Atlas to help him.
Prometheus gave the fire was great, and so was the price of humans paid by opening Pandora's box.
I do it! Takes place long ago in the land of ancient Greece.
An honorable woman named Danae.
And a brave son, Perseus.
Both live a modest life. The king is very fond of Danae, but Danae is not fond of the king.
Danae, I wish to marry you.
No, thank you, my king.
I could have any woman I want, and I choose you.
But I do not wish to be married, my king.
Do you know what happens to those who disobey the king?
The king begins to draw his sword.
My mother does not need to marry you. Come on, Michael, let's go back to the resort.
Perseus and his mother leave.
I must find a way to get rid of that boy Perseus.
The king
He will always protect his mother. If he was gone, I could marry Danae.
The king devises an evil plan.
There are many fearsome monsters. The most terrifying is the Gorgon Medusa. She's an evil woman with a hideous face. Instead of hair, she has snakes that run in her head. Instead of hands, she has claws. Anyone who looks at her turns to stone. She lives with her two Gorgon sisters. They cannot be killed, but she is mortal.
Perfect. I will send Perseus on a impossible mission. He will never return alive.
The king pretends to marry a different woman. A party is held for him.
Perseus, all the men in my kingdom have bought me and gifts except you. Are you so poor and lazy that you have nothing to offer me?
I may be poor, but I'm not lazy. I will bring whatever gift you want.
Very well. Bring me the head of Medusa.
I'll do it.
Perseus does not know how he will succeed. No one even knows where Medusa and her sisters live. One night, Athena, the goddess of wisdom, and Hermes, the messenger, comes to Perseus.
Perseus, we are here to help you get down. Take this shiny metal sheet. Use it as your mirror. Do not cast your eye directly at her. Instead, look at the reflection.
Take this diamond blade. Its blade can slice off Medusa's head in one stroke. Here you go.
Thank you. Where can I put Medusa?
Only the great sisters can tell you. They live in a cave by the sea.
Athena and Hermes show Perseus the way to the great sister.
I heard something. These are you.
Don't be ridiculous. This only
Give me the eye. I want to look around. You just had it. Well, I want it again.
selfish.
Fine, here it is.
As you use the eye, Perseus snatches it.
Where is it? I just gave it to you. You're lying. My hands are empty.
Did you drop
No,
it?
I did not.
Then who has it?
I have it.
Give it back.
If you won't, then answer one question. Where can I find Medusa?
We won't. We'll never tell you. The Gorgons are our sisters.
We'll never tell.
Never ever.
And if you won't tell, I'll throw you onto the sea.
Okay, we'll tell you.
You must go ask the nymphs in the north.
The nymphs are the only ones who know the way.
Perseus finds the beautiful lips of the Lord. Perseus finds the beautiful lips of the Lord. He'll wait until there's wood.
Oh, lovely nymphs. I need to find Medusa to cut off her head.
Medusa, she is a diabolical creature who will be happy to tell you.
You will need to do anything. First, take his wings and his you will help restore to the body.
Here is a cloth sack. As soon as you, even if Medusa is dead, she can still turn into stone. As soon as you cut it off, put her head in the sack.
Laughing will be. Make us start.
She can Perseus and
Just put it on, you will be invisible.
Now go. We break, we swift, and we brave.
With his winged sandals, Perseus flies to the end of the world. As he nears the cave, everywhere he looks is surrounded by statues. Statues that were once humans and animals. As he sees the Gorgon Medusa, he goes backwards towards to her. Her hair begins to hiss. Medusa opens her eyes and screams in rage. Perseus acts fast in her head.
The deed is done. Perseus has won.
My sister, who has done this?
You will never get
Arceus puts on the cap of darkness as he flees.
Where has he gone?
Perseus returns to the kingdom and discovers the king has made his mother Danae his slave.
What? You here? How is this possible?
I returned with your gift.
Do you actually expect me to believe you have Medusa set in that bag?
Would you like to see it?
Oh, sure. Why not?
Mother, shield your eyes.
The king and his advisors immediately turn into stone.
Oh, my brave son,